You sat beside me at the table that I built. You wore my trust like armor, felt no guilt. I handed you the keys to everything I made. You used them to unlock the door to my own grave. A man can take a bullet and survive the wound, but betrayal from a brother leaves a different kind of ruin. Even kings must kneel before the weight of what they've lost. Even stone must crack beneath the cold, relentless frost. I've been where the loyal turn to wolves without a warning sign. Even kings must kneel, but not for long, not this time. Oh, not this time. Oh, I watched you at my funeral, dressed in mourning black. You cried the kind of tears only a traitor cries. In fact, I stood among the shadows and I let the moment black. Sometimes the most powerful thing a man can do is leave. They said I should have seen it coming. Maybe that is true, but I was too busy building what you planned to take from me and you. Even kings must kneel, all before the weight of what they've lost. Even stone must crack beneath the cold, relentless frost. I've been where the loyal turn to wolves, all without a warning sign. Even kings must kneel, but not for long, not this time, not this time. Oh, Lord knows I tried to keep my hands clean. Lord knows I tried to see what you meant, but some lessons come at too high a price, and some men only teach once. You took what I loved, you took what I built, you left me with nothing but the fire and the wind. Oh, they ask me now if I regret the road that I have walked. I pour my drink in silence. Kings don't talk. You were the first man I admired, who wasn't just a fantasy. You had the way of reading rooms wanted you to teach to me. I watched how you moved between the men who had the power and the door. I studied every choice you made. I wanted to become more. Then I started being more, and you became a different thing. And the lesson you taught best of all was what a threatened teacher brings. The teacher's sin is fear of what the student has become. The teacher's sin is burning what he spent his lifetime building from. You gave me every tool I have, and then you used them against me. The teacher's sin is teaching, son, and then becoming the enemy. I think about the afternoon you told them what I planned. I think about the calculation, how deliberate, how planned. You smiled at me 2 days before and called me your best work, then dismantled every structure I had built, deliberate and curt. I don't know what you feared most, that I'd surpass or that I'd fail. Either way, the ending was the same. The teacher turned the nail. The teacher's sin is fear of what the student has become. The teacher's sin is burning everything the lessons had begun. I won't be angry here. You don't deserve my anger. You deserve something much worse, which is my absolute indifference. Everything you built in me, I used, just not for you. The teacher's sin is what he did. The student's response is this: I built a world from what you gave me, and you're not on the list. Built our empires on the opposite sides of the same dark city. Started from the same hunger, ended in a different committee. I knew your name before you knew mine. That was by design. You studied the map of the territory. I studied the man behind the line. Now we're sitting at the same table, same drink, same room. Two kings who both know exactly how this ends. too soon. Two kings at the same table, two codes that cannot reconcile, two men who respect each other across an impossible mile. We built the same kind of empire with the same kind of blood and cost. Two kings at the same table, knowing one of us is already lost. I don't hate you, I want that said before whatever comes. I hate the mathematics of the situation, not what you've become. You're the version of me that took a different road at 22, and I'm the version you'd have been if certain things broke through. Two mirrors facing each other in a room with no escape. We both see the reflection, we both know what's at stake. Two kings at the same table, two codes that cannot reconcile, two men who understand each other across an impossible mile. If we were different men in a different time, we might have built something worth seeing. But the city doesn't bend for sentiment, and neither do we. I respect you. That's why this is so cold. Two kings at the same table, two kings at the same table, one city, one crown, one throne. Two men who built the same empire, both knowing this ends alone. I've been silent for 60 years about the things that cost me sleep. I kept my mouth shut in the rooms where men decided what to keep. I watched them build their stories on the rubble of the truth, and I stayed quiet, God forgive me, from the day I lost my youth. 60 years of silence, that's a long time not to speak. 60 years of carrying what the honest call antique. I don't regret the living, I regret the things unsaid. 60 years of silence, son, follow someone else instead. Oh, I had a family that loved me, and a family they never knew. I had a life inside the daylight, and a life in darker hues. I convinced myself that keeping quiet was protecting everyone, but silence is a selfish thing when it's the only thing you've done. 60 years of silence, 60 years of silence, that's a weight no man should own. of keeping every secret carved in stone. The things I never told her, the names I never said. 60 years of silence, son, don't end up here instead. I'm telling you this now, not because it saves me, but because you're standing where I stood at your age, and you still have the choice that I didn't take. Keep one person in this world you tell the truth to. Just one. Don't be like me. And I'm out of years to spare. 60 years of keeping all the weight that wasn't fair. I built a wall of nothing, and I called it discipline. 60 years of silence, son. Don't let that be your hymn. Put on my coat this morning with a different kind of weight. Said goodbye to every room and every promise running late. The photographs still on the wall, I left them where they stood. Some things deserve to stay behind in the only life that's good. A man who's done what I have done don't get a clean exit. He gets a quiet morning and a coat, and that's about the size of it. One last coat, one last door, one last look at everything I said I'd die for. One last night of knowing who I was and what I'd been. One last coat on the back of a man the world will not see again. I left the keys on the counter by the coffee I won't drink. I stood beside the window for a moment just to think about the life that could have been if certain roads had turned, and whether I was leaving or just going where I'd earned. You don't mourn the life you lived, you only mourn the life you missed. And mine was never on the list. One last coat, one last last door. One last look at everything I said I'd die for. One last night of knowing who I was and what I'd been. One last coat on the back of a man the world will not see again. I'm not running, I'm not hiding, I'm just done with the particular geometry of this particular life. Some men go out with fire, some go out with a name. I'm going out the back way, which is roughly how I came. One last coat, one last door, one last look at everything I bled and lived for. One morning without anyone to hold me to my past. One last coat on the back of a man who chose to leave at last.
Everybody's in a hurry to collect what's owed to them. They bang on doors and raise their voice and wonder why they can't get in. But I have learned a different kind of currency in life, the kind that earns its interest slow, much sharper than a knife. My grandfather said, boy, the Lord works slow, and the devil has more patience than you'll ever know. The devil has patience, he don't rush his move. He sits across the table with a stillness you can't groove. He pours his drink real easy, he don't show you what he knows. And when you think you want it all, that's when the devil shows. I watch man who ruined me build 5 years of pride. I watched him sleep in comfort, watched him laugh inside. I watched until I knew the shape of every wall he made. Then I picked the one foundation and I let it all cascade. They call me patient, call me cold, they say I don't react. I say I'm just a student of the art of striking baby. The devil has patience, he don't rush his move. He sits across the table with a stillness you can't groove. He pours his drink real easy. He don't show you what he knows. And when you think you want it all, that's when the devil shows. There's a chair at every table that nobody wants to take. It sits at the head of the room, and it don't negotiate. I took that chair at 30. I've been sitting in it since. And every man who thought to move me learned the cost of arrogance. There's a chair at every table that nobody wants to take. It sits at the head of the room, and it don't negotiate. I took that chair at 30. I've been sitting in it since. And every man who thought to move me learned the cost of arrogance. The devil has patience. He just showed his move. Everything you built up was built for me to use. We built our empires on the opposite sides of the same dark city. Started from the same hunger, ended in a different committee. I knew your name before you knew mine. That was by design. You studied the map of the territory. I studied the man behind the line. Now we're sitting at the same table, same drink, same room. Two kings who both know exactly how this ends, and too soon. Two kings at the same table, two codes that cannot reconcile. Two men who respect each other across an impossible mile. is already lost. I don't hate you, I want that said before whatever comes. I hate the mathematics of the situation, not what you've become. You're the version of me that took a different road at 22, and I'm the version you'd have been if certain things broke through. Two mirrors facing each other in a room with no escape. We both see the reflection, we both know what's at stake.
Two kings at the same table, two codes that cannot reconcile, two men who understand each other
across an impossible mile. If we were different men in a different time, we might have built something worth seeing. But the city doesn't bend for sentiment, and neither do we. I respect you. That's why this is so cold.
Two kings at the same table, one city, one crown, one throne. Two men who built the same empire, both knowing this ends alone.
They always told me reach the top and everything would change. I reached the top at 40 and the view was cold and strange. The men below me looked so small from where I now could see. But what I didn't understand, they couldn't see me. I built the room they all admired and sat inside alone. I filled it with the trophies of the battles I had won. I called the men who'd helped me there and poured them all a drink. They laughed and raised their glasses. None of them could see me sink. The view from the top is silence. The view from the top is space, where every room gets emptier and fewer know your face. You fight your way to the summit and stand there in the cold. The view from the top is everything except what you were told. My father never made it here. He fell before the climb. My mother lit a candle for the life I left behind. I wonder now in quiet what the lesser versions of me would think of this apartment and this silence and this fear. I have everything, and I have never been more alone in my life than standing here. What was all of this for? from the top is silence that nobody warned me about. The view from the top is everything I worked for, and now I doubt. I walk through winters that would break a weaker man, across the frozen fields of everything I had. They took the fire first, and then they took the light, and left me with the cold to figure out the night. I learned to eat the silence like it was a meal. I learned to treat the loneliness like something I could feel, not as a wound but as a teacher, as a guide. The emptiness outside was smaller than the one inside. This is the way to winter that no summer fully heals. This is the price of standing when every bone just wants to kneel. But I am still here, still here, still standing in the cold, and everything they tried to break just made me iron and old. The men who left me for the dead have built their lives. They drink their wine at tables lit with candles and with lights. I don't begrudge them warmth, I just refuse to freeze. I built my fire slowly from the splinters of their trees. They said survive the winter and you'll understand the spring. I'll never chase the flowers, I just learned what cold can bring. This is the way to winter that no summer fully heals. This is the price of standing when every bone just wants to kneel. But I am still here, still here, still standing in the cold, and everything they try to bury just turned to iron and gold. You don't know till you watched him freeze alone. You don't know what a man is worth till you watched him build a home from nothing, from ash, from the ruins of a life they said was done. I am still here, I walk through would break a weaker man, and I am still walking. They always told me reach the top and everything would change. I reached the top at 40 and the view was cold and strange. The men below me looked so small from where I now could see. But what I didn't understand, they couldn't see me. I built the room they all admired and sat inside alone. I filled it with the trophies of the battles I had won. I called the men who'd helped me there and poured them all a drink. They laughed and raised their glasses. None of them could see me sink. The view from the top is silence. The view from the top is space, where every room gets emptier and fewer know your face. You fight your way to the summit and stand there in the cold. The view from the top is everything except what you were told. My father never made it here. He fell before the climb. My mother lit a candle for the life I left behind. I wonder now in quiet what the lesser versions of me would think of this apartment and the silence and this fear. I have everything, and I've never been more alone in my life than standing here. What was all of this for? If there's nobody left at the door. From the top is silence that nobody warned me about. The view from the top is everything I worked for, and now I doubt. The street that built me had no name worth putting on the map. A strip of broken concrete where the promises fell flat. But every man who walked it learned a language none could write. The grammar of survival and the dialect of night. They talk about their education, I talk about mine too. Corner of the place where I learned everything I knew. The street that built me wasn't pretty, wasn't kind. It took the soft parts of a boy and left the iron behind. I don't go back often, can't undo what it has done. But everything I am today was started on that run. The street that built me watch the old men play their cards beneath the hanging lights. I watched the hungry ones decide what they were worth at night. I watched the ones who tried to leave and the ones who chose to stay. And I decided somewhere in between I'd build my own damn way. They gave me nothing for me, no diploma and no key, just the education of a place they didn't care for me. The street that built me wasn't pretty, wasn't kind. It took the soft parts of a boy and left the iron behind. I don't go back often, can't undo what it has done. But everything I am today was started on that run. I've stood in rooms with powerful men and not one of them scared me. Because every man I've ever met was softer than that street was to me. It didn't break me, it didn't take me, it made me exactly what they never saw coming. Wasn't pretty, wasn't kind. It took the soft in me and forged the iron behind. I walk with it, I carry it, I can't undo what's done. The street that built me made me every single one. that you won. You raised a glass above the ashes, thought that we were done. But wolves don't fall, they learn the ground. And wolves don't mourn, they turn around. I don't carry grief the way that broken people do. I carry it like ammunition, and I'm aiming it at you. Wolves don't mourn, they evolve. Wolves don't beg, they resolve. Everything you thought you buried, everything you thought you burned, is standing at your door right now, with everything it earned. Wolves don't mourn. You built your life on top of what you stole from where I stood. You told the world your version, and it sounded pretty good. But stories have a weight to them, they bend beneath the truth. And I've been patient long enough, now watch what I can do. I studied every move you made while you forgot my name. Now everything you think is yours is part of a different game. Wolves don't mourn, they evolve. Wolves don't beg, they resolve. Everything you thought you buried, everything you thought you burned, is standing at your door right now, with everything it earned. You made one mistake. You assumed that I was done. You looked away too early, before the damage was undone. You should have finished what you started. You should have never let me breathe. Because a wounded wolf in winter is the last thing you should live. I am what you made me, and you made me without a leash. She poured my coffee without asking how I took it. After the second morning, she just knew. She never asked me where I'd been the night before. Just moved around the kitchen, quiet and true. She found the things I kept inside, the lining of my coat. She put them back and never said a word. Some women run from what they find inside a man like me. She was the only one who stayed, and that I heard. She knew what I was, and she stayed anyway. She knew what the nights cost, and she greeted every day. She never asked me to be something I was not. She just loved the broken parts of me that the rest of the world forgot. She knew what I was. I tried to build a wall between her and the work I did, pretend that there were two of me. She saw right through it. She said one night while I was leaving, "Come back in one piece." I said, "I always do." She said, "So far." I never deserved the way she looked at me, with full eyes and no accusation. I never deserved the grace of a woman who understood the complication. And I would burn every empire I built to have her back for one more morning. She knew what I was, and she loved me past the edge of it. She knew what the cost was, and she paid it, never said it. I built a world that had no room for what she gave. She knew what I was. She knew, and she stayed. I have been silent for 60 years about the things that cost me sleep. I kept my mouth shut in the rooms where men decided what to keep. I watched them build their stories on the rubble of the truth, and I stayed quiet, God forgive me, from the day I lost my youth. 60 years of silence, that's a long time not to speak. 60 years of carrying what the honest call antique. I don't regret the living, I regret the things unsaid. 60 years of silence, son. Follow someone else instead. I had a family that loved me, and a family they never knew. I had a life inside the daylight, and a life in darker hues. I convinced myself that keeping quiet was protecting everyone, but silence is a selfish thing when it's the only thing you've done. 60 years of silence, that's a weight no man should own. 60 years of keeping every secret carved in stone. The things I never told her, the names I never said. 60 years of silence, son. Don't end up here instead. I'm telling you this now, not because it saves me, but because you're standing where I stood at your age, and you still have the choice that I didn't take. Keep one person in this world you tell the truth to, just one. Don't be like me. To spare 60 years of keeping all the weight that wasn't fair. I built a wall of nothing, and I called it discipline. 60 years of silence, son. Don't let that be your hymn. Put on my coat this morning with a different kind of weight. Said goodbye to every room and every promise running late. The photographs still on the wall, I left them where they stood. Some things deserve to stay behind in the only life that's good. A man who's done what I have done don't get a clean exit. He gets a quiet morning and a coat, and that's about the size of it. One last coat, one last door, one last look at everything I said I'd die for. One last night of knowing who I was and what I'd been. One last coat on the back of a man the world will not see again. I left the keys on the counter by the coffee I won't drink. I stood beside the window for a moment just to think about the life that could have been if certain roads had turned, and whether I was leaving or just going where I'd earned. You don't mourn the life you lived, you only mourn the life you missed. And mine was never on the list. One last coat, one last coat, one last door, one last door, one last look at everything I said I'd die for. One last night of knowing who I was and what I'd been. One last coat on the back of a man the world will not see again. I'm not running, I'm not hiding, I'm just done with the particular geometry of this particular life. Some men go out with fire, some go out with a name. I'm going out the back way, which is roughly how I came. One last coat, one last coat, one last door, one last door, one last look at everything I bled and lived for. One morning without anyone to hold me to my past. One last coat on the back of a man who chose to leave at last. The smoke above the city tells me everything I need. Which men have lost their hunger and which men have learned to bleed. I count the streets below me and I name them every one. Every road was paid for long before the job was done. I don't celebrate the victories, I mark the date in stone. Every empire built in silence starts with being alone. Smoke in silence, that's the only life I know. Smoke in silence, where the cold and ruthless go. I'll be standing when the fires turn to ash, and everything you thought was yours didn't last. My enemies read books on how to beat a man like me, but books don't teach the patience born from real poverty. I watched and waited till the timing was exact. Moved so quiet by the time they knew, no turning back. They call it darkness, but it's just a room without their light. I was built to navigate exactly this kind of night. Smoke in silence, that's the only life I know. Smoke in silence, where the cold and ruthless go. I'll be standing when the fires turn to ash, and everything you thought was yours didn't last. I've sat in rooms where men decided fates, shaken hands, carried nothing but mistakes, signed my name to things that history won't forgive. But every man must choose exactly how he's gonna live. Go talk to me about the light. I made my peace with the night. That's the only life I know. Smoke in silence, smoke in silence, where the cold and ruthless go. I'll be standing when the fires turn to ash, and everything you thought was yours didn't last. I remember your name, not the way that the wounded remember, not with anger, not with fire, just the way a man remembers a number he intends to call. I remember what you said and what you didn't say, and what your silence in that room cost me every single day. I remember the chair you sat in. I remember the hand you extended while the other one was planning. I remember your name. Don't think that I forgot. Don't build your life too high on a foundation I have not. I remember your name. You moved across the city like a man who'd walked away clean. You told yourself the story where you're somewhere in between. Not guilty, not exactly, just surviving like we all do, but surviving on the grave of what you buried. That's on you. I remember your name. I remember the chair you sat in. I remember the hand you extended while the other one was planning. I remember your name. Don't think I forgot. I've just been building everything on the foundation of what's not. I don't need to explain what comes next. You already know what a man who remembers and says nothing has in store. I just wanted you to know that I remember. Your name. I remember your name. I remember every detail. I've had years of practice, and patience never fails. I remember your name. My grandfather came with nothing but his name. He built his world with both his hands through fire and shame. They called our family crooked, called our blood a curse. But every man I've met in church has done far worse. He told me on his deathbed, with a candle burning low, there are two kinds of honor, son, the kind they see and the kind you know. There is blood on the marble where the innocent have knelt. There are prayers in the darkness for the hands that mercy dealt.
We are not the villains that they wrote about in books. We are fathers, we are brothers, they just never thought to look. Blood on the marble. I named my firstborn after every man I had to break. I kept a record of each choice and what was truly at stake. Not proud of every chapter, not ashamed of what I am. A man is what his circumstances built him. Understand? They light their candles for the saints and spit upon our doors, but behind their holy silence they have done far worse than war. There is blood on the marble where the innocent have knelt. There are prayers in the darkness for the hands that mercy dealt. We are not the villains that they wrote about in books. We are fathers, we are brothers, they just never thought to look. My father said, loyalty is not a word, it is a life. Silence is not weakness, it is a sharpened knife. And a man who breaks his word has already died. He just hasn't stopped breathing yet inside. We bled for this ground, we prayed for this life, and still they call us animals, and still they sharpen the knife. There is blood on the marble where the innocent have knelt. There are prayers in the darkness for the hands that mercy dealt. We are not the villains that they wrote about in books. We are fathers, we are brothers. Take a closer look. Blood on the marble. Blood on the marble.
The street that built me had no name worth putting on a map. A strip of broken concrete where the promises fell flat. But every man who walked learned a language none could write, the grammar of survival and the dialect of night. Talk about the education, I talk about mine too. Corner of the place where I learned everything I knew. The street that built me wasn't pretty, wasn't kind. They took the soft parts of a boy and left the iron behind. I don't go back often, can't undo what it has done, but everything I am today was started on that run. street that built me. Faster, more energy. I watched the old men play their cards beneath the hanging lights. I watched the hungry ones decide what they were worth at night. I watched the ones who tried to leave and the ones who chose to stay. And I decided somewhere in between I'd build my own damn way. They gave me nothing formal, no diploma and no key, just the education of a place that didn't care for me. The street that built me wasn't pretty, wasn't kind. It took the soft parts of a boy and left the iron behind. I don't go back often, can't undo what it has done, but everything I am today was started on that run. I have stood in rooms with powerful men, and not one of them scared me, because every man I've ever met was softer than that street was to me. It didn't break me, it didn't take me, it made me exactly what they never saw coming. The street that built me wasn't pretty, wasn't kind. It took the soft in me and forged the iron behind. I walk with it, I carry it, I can't undo what's done. The street that built me made me every single one.